everyone, this is Ariana from Tales by Ari, and today I'm going to share my thoughts on this local self-described taproom plus kitchen that opened up in the Five Points neighborhood. This establishment is called First Draft, and it's on 26th and Larimer. I had the pleasure of going there a little bit over a week ago, and on their website this is how they describe themselves. First Draft is the first true taproom plus kitchen in the River North Rhino area of Denver, with 40 taps of craft beer, wine, and cider, and the ability to pour your own by the ounce. First Draft lets customers taste and pour at their own pace in an inviting and fun environment. Our kitchen serves small plates and shareable items that pair with our beverage offerings. I went there a little over a week ago. I had both food and brew and some cider, but I didn't think it owned up to the hype. I'm really sorry to say that, but this is my true and honest opinion. So I'll go over the food first. So I had some Kennebec fries, I had the grilled boudin, and I had a Colorado beef burger. The grilled boudin was good. I just didn't think it was very appetizing. I thought the greens that came with it were a lot more interesting, but the meat itself I didn't think was that great. The fries were very, very good. I did like that. I got the garlic variety. Those were really delicious and yummy, but I mean, how can you really go wrong with fries? But I do commend the texture. The texture is very crunchy, and it had some body, and they didn't feel flat like sometimes fries can taste after a while. And the Colorado beef burger, that was actually really yummy as well. It was like a substantial size, and I took a picture of it, so I'll share that with you all. So I guess if I wanted to have like a beer with some good food, I guess I would go there. But I don't think I would go again like on a Friday night, which is when I went. And I just thought it was a little too busy for my taste, and it might be because it's new and there's a lot of hype around it. But I didn't think the idea was cool enough to return. I just rather go somewhere else where someone else can pour the brew for me and I can pay less, and it'll be a brew that I think is actually a lot more interesting. I personally like stouts. I was very disappointed that they only had one option, just one, and it ended up being the Oatmeal Yeti Imperial Stout by Great Divide. And I like Great Divide, but I don't particularly like this stout, so I wasn't that impressed. This is my first time trying it, so maybe it was my particular pour. You go in, it's not very clear like where you're supposed to start. So they have like two kind of stalls, like so they have like a countertop where you order food, and they have like another countertop that's like closer to the entrance, like close to the patio area. So you go in and like you give them your ID, and they give you like a wristband, and it basically associates like your debit card or the credit card on hand with like that wristband. So your ID to make sure that you're 21 and such. After that, there wasn't much of the thought process of the area. It was just very crowded. But we knew we wanted to order food, so we went to the serving counter. But like if I had known, I would have just gone there first because they could have checked my ID as well. So that wasn't very clear. It's like, can we start here? Do we have to start here? Or do we go to that counter? If we're gonna order food, and might as well get our IDs checked there, because it's like we ended up making 2 lines when we could have only made 1. So after that, like you go in and you like start pouring your beer. There's like tons of like selections. It's just like a huge line. But the problem is that so many people ended up socializing in front of the lines, and that's cool and all, but there just wasn't enough space. So like it didn't seem very inviting or very open for you to actually like go up and down the line and figure out what you wanted. Like maybe I'm not as patient as I could have been, but I think it was just too busy, and it didn't lend itself to like what they were trying to sell. I think that space could have been a little better thought out. Maybe create like a better system of like getting people to like socialize away from them. And also like when I went to go pour it, it dispensed very, very quickly, and maybe I should have held it down like a little slower. I dispensed it too quickly, and I tried to do the side pour. My friend ended up getting, I think, an IPA. That day I think they had 3 to 4 selections. They had a lot to choose from, but I think they were just trying to grasp at too much. It's like they had, let's say, like 4 wines, and I just think, like, you know, sell yourself as a beer place. Like, if you're a beer place, you're a beer place. Like, you don't have to cater to everyone. And they had 4 wines, which is cool and everything, but at the expense of like having like a better selection of beers, I wouldn't say it was worth it. And also, I just thought it was overpriced. It ended up being like around 50 cents an ounce, or so they claim, and I only poured myself 1 cup and I charged $8.68. But we ended up getting like charged for the foam, which I didn't think was cool. Like, it's definitely like customer error, but I feel like it's not just gonna be a thing that happened to us, it's gonna happen to other people as well. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people are probably gonna be overpaying for what they get, and if it is a result of poor pouring and like over like excess foam, then it's like, why not step in and like, you know, teach people how to properly pour, or like have people that are more helpful. My friend ended up getting, let's see, his ended up being $7.84. And like I said, I don't even think he hit 10 ounces either. He probably got like 4 ounces of like one IPA, and then he got a little bit more of the cider. And the cider was good, but so I much rather have gone to like the brewery right down the street from me and gotten a better beer that would have been poured for me, and there would have been no hassle about it. I guess I also miss the experience of like actually talking to the people that are pouring it. I think that's the great aspect of like local breweries, is that they're usually smaller, and the people that work there are really passionate about the product. And it just seemed like the staff members were really outnumbered, and you could definitely see the stress level like rising as the space got more crowded. I think it's a novel idea, and I think it's a fun place, and it's a cool space. If I really was going for like a really great brew and like a chill environment, I wouldn't go there. It's a neat concept, but practicality wise, I don't think it's all there. Also, at the end of the night, when we were trying to close out our tab, it was a little difficult. By that time, it was like the space, the lower level was like bursting at the seams, and like the second level was getting a lot more occupied. And there wasn't a clear way of forming the line. Like the first counter they had, I was like facing this way, but the line was like going all the way this way, and it was like jetting out to the patio area. But it's like, that's like the central vein of the building. Like that's where all the transit is supposed to go. So it's like there wasn't much room for you to go around that line and like through like to the other counter, or like to where the beer is being dispensed. And it's just like, I don't think they have their line figured out yet. I feel like it's happening to a lot of establishments that get a lot of hype and aren't ready for it. Like they just haven't figured out all the kinks yet. They were also having like technical difficulties that night. I think their like ID scanner wasn't working, and they were kind of like yelling across the space, like trying to communicate that. Yeah, I would recommend it for the experience, but if you're really looking for some good brew, like I would just go somewhere else. Think like I would necessarily go back for the beer. I would probably go back for the food. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on First Draft. Next time I go, I'm definitely gonna go in with like a fresh mentality and, you know, give it another shot. I really expected more of it, like especially reading all the reviews that I had like gone over. I thought it would just be like a better experience, but it ended up not being so. And I'm sorry that this is such a negative video. I didn't mean for it to be that way. I just wanted to give my true and honest opinion, and there it is. Share your thoughts on it. I would love to hear what you think of it. You know, obviously everyone's gonna have a different opinion than I am, and even if I go a second time, like I might have a completely different opinion than I do now. But that's just, you know, the beauty of it. Like everyone has their own experiences, and everyone's looking for something different. And so if like what you were looking for is met there, great. But thank you so much for tuning in, and let's see what my next video will be on. If it's going to be hiking, another book, or another review on a neighborhood feed. But yeah, thank you so much. Go mucho corazon. Alright, bye.